2 men, who were previously arrested, have been released without charge. Detectives have charged 2 men from North London on suspicion of murder. Harry Yuzoka, 25, from London, died from a single stab wound in the incident. Police have charged 2 men on suspicion of murder after a model was stabbed to death. Harry Yuzoka, who was on the books of Premier Model Management, died from a single stab wound. Detectives have charged IMG model George Coe, 24, from Camden, and Jonathan Akigbo, 23, from Kentish Town, with murder, while Coe is also facing charges of possessing an offensive weapon. Coe, who has modeled for brands including Louis Vuitton and Paul Smith, was arrested on Sunday and Akigbo was arrested yesterday, Scotland Yard said. A representative for IMG Model said, "Coe hasn't been on our books since March 2017. The pair appeared in the dock in grey prison-issued tracksuits, speaking only to confirm their personal details. They were remanded in custody and will next appear at Old Bailey on Thursday. A 27-year-old man, who was arrested on the day of the incident, has been released under investigation, and a 28-year-old man, who was also arrested that day, has been released with no further action to be taken. Neighbors on Old Oak Road, East Acton, reported a shout of "hand it over" in the melee which involved several men. Detective Inspector Beverly Kofi said, "This is another tragic murder with a young male victim who has met a violent death. We believe that the incident started at Alger House in Alger Close and the victim was assaulted and stabbed before staggering and collapsing in Old Oak Road. We believe there were a number of people involved, but we are still working to establish the circumstances and a possible motive. We have made 2 arrests and continued to pursue a number of lines of inquiry. We need to public's help to piece together what happened, who the victim was seen with, the incident itself and the immediate aftermath. If you were in the area at the time and saw anything that could be of significance to the investigation, we would urge you to get in touch right away." His friends and fans began paying tribute on social media. Tributes have flooded in for the promising 6-feet model, whose face had appeared on billboards in the UK and USA. He had also worked for Zara and Mercedes. He was also signed to the Los Angeles New Models Agency and was followed by more than 14,000 people in Instagram. He had spent Christmas in the Caribbean and had sent a message to followers in his last post, "Happy Holidays," with double heart images. One follower wrote, "Hurts to not have you with us anymore, my bro. Hope you are resting well. It was a privilege to know you, brother." Another said, "Harry, all I do is cry. I don't want to believe this." One Essex-based hip-hop artist known as Cali the Dreamer told the Evening Standard, "He went my school, was a few years below. He was a lad that I admired, changed his life for the better, and inspired many to do better. Amazing young man with so much life, a big loss to the world. A great human. Prayers go out to his family." Model Jordan Dunn tweeted, "Wow. I just woke up to the news about Harry Yuzoka." She added, "Rest in paradise, young king." DJ and musician O'Neill McDowell, who said he knew Mr. Yuzoka from a young age, said, "Being able to be a part of your life was a blessing for me. Seeing you at 11 playing football and then growing up to become a beautiful, talented young man didn't come as a shock. I knew you would go places. We spoke last week of how proud I am of you. I love you, H. London fashion brand Yamsi was among those in the fashion and photography world who paid tribute to the young man, tweeting, "Such a special soul." Photographer Philip Rahim said, "Rest well, young king," while Hunger magazine tweeted, "We are beyond shocked and saddened to hear of the passing of model Harry Yuzoka." Rest in peace, bro. Aheen Kwaku, who runs African restaurant Kwaku's Kitchen, said, "I've seen the young king Harry Yuzoka's face in a lot of places. It's tragic and sad to hear his life has been cut short by cowards and the needless acts of knife crime yet again in London." Premier Model Management were unable to provide any comment, but a source said the agency's thoughts and priorities were with Mr. Yuzoka's family. The killing brings the number of murders in London in the first 2 weeks of 2018 to 5. Police have confirmed 4 of the victims were stabbed to death. TWO men, aged 27 and 28, were arrested nearby on suspicion of murder and remain in custody. "We believe that the incident started outside Alger House in Alger Close and the victim was assaulted and stabbed before staggering and collapsing in Old Oak Road. We believe there were a number of people involved, but we are still working to establish the circumstances and a possible motive."